Welcome to another thrilling edition of PremierTwo. My name is Peter. Extremely excited to be bringing you guys a great show this evening. I want to tell you about the meet and greet. I want to tell you about Rivals. I want to tell you about PremierCon and what a success it was. Let's get this story started. I was going to show up 4 days early, spend the entire 4 days relaxing alone in the countryside of the United Kingdom with my good friend Ian. Unfortunately, CodeStars was also there, so he crashed that immediately. Now it's a big party. I do have some pictures that are in no particular, they're in kind of order, but let's take a look at these together. So this is Liverpool Station. There's Ian walking up. There's CodeStars. Then Ian took about 45 minutes for us to find the only place that was open to eat. I decided for £100 to stay at a hotel for the evening. So I go to my hotel room. This was the first thing that I noticed.
Okay, our normal. What in the hell?
Mine has like Ghostbusters tape. I go into my room and it's so hot that for about 2 seconds, I lifted the window and then I immediately shut it and said, oh, what have I done? Already, there was a ton of bugs in my room, but now there was about 4 million. This is just a small image of all of the mosquitoes, and these things are bloodsuckers. So the entire place is just covered in all of these bugs. I go back to the front desk and I say, hey, my entire room is infested with bugs. Luckily, they had an extra room for me. This is the second room they gave me. Very cool. Zero air conditioner again. The next day, we went to, quite honestly, one of the absolute highlights of the entire trip, which was Norwich. Norwich, quite possibly, is the nicest town I've been to so far in England. Beautiful city. Look at this place. Gorgeous day. Now, this was awesome. As we were walking around, we passed a board game shop. And every time I see a board game shop, I always go in so that I can see if they have the game that my best friend in America made called Sentinels of the Multiverse. I was absolutely floored that they had a copy of it here. I actually grabbed the wrong, let's zoom in on my crotch. Right there, it says Sentinels Averse. That is the definitive edition. I ended up buying that. I'm also in the game. Yeah, if you've never played Sentinels of the Multiverse, you should probably go and buy it. My character's name is Setback. So then we went to this incredible ancient cathedral where you can see the triumphant heroes themselves. What an awesome place. Now, this is Elden Ring. Now, who did it better? We have CodeStars praising the sun, which is iconic, or this one. Pretty awesome. We're going to talk about these guys right here. PremierCon is, we've had it 3 times now, successfully. And after TwitchCon EU, we rent out a pub from about 6 p.m. until close. I wanted to be able to give back to all those awesome people who were able to make the trip and support PremierCon and me in this whole trip to Europe. I wanted to get everybody who joined a scarf with the enormous help of DG Medic. He was able to help me send all of the scarps to England, and we had them drop off at Ian's house, and I just thought, oh, this will be easy. This was a big mistake. What we ended up having instead was 2 of these boxes full of scarves. Over 43 kilograms of weight of just scarves. First of all, I wanted this one to highlight all of the cool things that we had done this year. So I added like Kupo, gaming, the RV, the gaming, like more gaming. You know, we've got the Legos, we've got places Pete loves, we've got all of that. And on one side it says PremierTwo, the other side it says Premier Who, and then on the background we decided to opt for something that's very familiar to the channel, which is the we never asked for this, and it's the background garage of the studio. The problem is how do we get them all the way to Rotterdam? We thought it'd be easy just to go from Stansfield or Stutsfield or whatever and just go to Rotterdam or Amsterdam by flight.
You cannot.
So what we ended up with was this. It was so fucking terrible. I look like I just robbed the Ocean's 11 bank. My God. The next day, I woke up early to try to go to Reinho's meet and greet while the line was just too big. Sorry, I couldn't make it. So I had my own at around 2 p.m. This was my very first meet and greet. I want to say right now, thank you to every single person who was kind enough to wait up in line and be patient. We had the meet and greet. I realized chinos are not helping this look any better. Teacher Pete can retire. We're out with Teacher Pete. So anyway, the meet and greet was fantastic. I got to meet so many amazing people. After that, I went to the IRL panel that Connor was on. The guy just has an aura. He just crushes, dude. There is the Twitch Rivals Arena. Before we get into that, I have some pictures that Lexi took. Look at that man wearing a jacket. Oh my God, he's old. That's better. That's cinema. These are great shots. I can already hear Connor.
No, you don't understand. You absolutely f***ed us in the first 3 games. Why the f*** to be screwed by everyone cheating besides us?
Good thing the wig stayed on. Now that's a great shot. That's me waiting to see the score updates. That's a great photo. I like that one too. I like that one too. Some people say that, you know, Connor and I are often in sync with each other in terms of comedy and stuff. Right there is very much where we're on the same shared brain cell. Popping the knuckles. I guess I do that a lot. Tucking the belt in. It's time to get to work. We're the same thing. We're right there doing the same damn shit. That button is everything it can do. Look at that full yoga stretch. Fully locked in my pose. That's a great shot. I love that. That's fucking cool. It's so stupid. There's not even my eyebrows yet. I love that photo. Although the common joke is that bros don't even know they got last place. That's a great photo. Look at those pipes. Man's been hustling. Whoa, we got to send that one to Connor. That's when Connor saw our building, the 3D cube, which was very fucking hard. He's like, what the fuck are they doing? He's like, I don't know. This is where I knew I can do this. Right here. This magical hand. Does it still have it? Oh yeah. I'm not nervous now. And that's the end of the photos. That was the Rivals event. We ended up doing the best we could. It was a lot of fun, guys. Super fun. So then we had the PremierCon. PremierCon was a major success. If you guys don't know what PremierCon is, it's basically this. It was a ticketed event, essentially. About 130 people who are fans of the channel, who are community members, who are working behind the scenes, who wanted to get a quick glug. So we were ready to have some fun. Throughout the night, I did give some speeches. Now, these are all off the cuff. They're all in the moment. So I don't know if they came out very good. Now, I know I saw the beginning of one. Lexi did make, she had like the night filter on. She has to unscrew that one first. This is PremierCon speech number 1. But this one is really important to me because I have not seen it. There, we have light. But more importantly, no jokes. I want to get the genuine stuff out early. This was a masterclass in planning by my friends. I would like you guys to look over here. As much as I hate him, ladies and gentlemen, Tail found this place, and he worked tirelessly to make sure that we could have it. And this is a fantastic spot. Ladies and gentlemen, Mifu did do a fantastic job. He was able to be in contact with this place. He set up all of the meetings. He was an absolute legend. Now, what I like about this, in a moment, you're going to see the manager of the bar walk through here, and he's going to be like, get the out of my way. In addition, I know that I asked for a donation goal to come here. I did. That's because I'm disgusting. What a great joke. Thank you to my man Code Stars, because every single one of you will be leaving with an official PremierCon scarf. Also, DG Medic. I was in the moment and forgot to thank the guy who actually did all the f***ing work. I know. I would like to take this moment to rectify that mistake and say thank you very much to DG Medic, who called the provider, who did everything to make the scarves actually get made. There's the manager. He's like, f*** this. Everyone gets one. Donnie and I had to carry 150 of these awful things. They're very good, but they're up there. We'll help you get one, but do not leave without this, because I can't take them home. I took about 30 home. As much as it pains me to say it, thank you, I am here. No, I'm kidding. I'm here. It's I call this guy almost every day. He's a huge help behind
He owes me money.
He doesn't mod anymore, but when he
doesn't.
is there, I know that this would not be possible without him. Nathan, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Repeat after me. Call pay! All right, let's do it. There was speech number 1. Not bad. That was pretty good. That was a good opening. Here's PremierCon speech number 2. I genuinely appreciate you being here and making this the best goddamn event at TwitchCon. Yeah! And now, Mr. Ian Ryan. What the f is that? This is the biggest mistake of the night. Let's see what Ian has to say. Why Ian? Because he's the main character. Thank you. Look at that. Lexi's fighting to the front to make sure that they can get Ian.
I was told that much bigger Twitch streamers would be here, which is why I attended tonight. But no, I want to say, obviously, Pete and I, we met, we had a mutual interest in hanging out on the streets of Tokyo and drinking, and we became very, very good friends several years ago. We started a podcast together no one's ever listened to, which is fine. I've listened to your podcast. I keep trying to finish it, but he doesn't want to do that anymore.
Mr. Yay! Shut up!
A part of what we were making together, and I'm so happy, and it's so amazing, and he's totally undeserving of such a cool community. So thank you all for coming, and see you all at PremierCon 4. Where was that?
There is one more thing. I have a good
He's
friend.
smiling.
This
Man's
is a small
smiling.
one. I have a. I need you guys' help. I have a good friend. She's a VTuber. Her
okay,
name is
wait.
Buff Pup, and she was really nice to me in Vegas.
Buff Pup's great. So that was the end of that speech. And then we recorded a secret video for Buff Pup there.
And thank you very goddamn much, everybody. I love you guys. So Ian, obviously, huge part of it all. Awesome that this year, instead of me just giving speeches, there were some other people that were able to come by and be a part of it, including this one. What the? You guys are still cheering for Ian on the third speech? As you guys can see, we did have a special guest. His name is Connor Dog Virginia. He decided, and Sleepy and Rain, they took the time out of their busy night to come and support the PremierCon as well. It was very, very humbling because, you know, there's only so many hours available as we're partying and hanging out and doing things. And to have, like, all of you guys showing up and to have Ian and to have Connor and Rain and Sleepy and Pirate Software. Pirate Software came by along with his mod team, which were very kind. And we had Rob CD and Nick from Twitch, my rep. We had some really awesome people swing by, and that's incredible. So let's see what the Ian speech has to be for the third one. Ian, I thought you left. All right, so speech number 3.
Speech number 3.
This one is obviously very special. I want you guys to give a big thank you to the incredible people behind the scenes. We love to make fun of them. It is the mod team.
They are very good.
Some of them. Now, unfortunately, all of the mod team could not be here. You know, there's so many incredible people, including people who are helping on the YouTube side, like Mudan and his team, and Jock for the VODs. I wish they could be here, and someday that will happen. But the other thing that I want to give some special thanks to, and this is actually really important, let's give a big goddamn hand to the staff of this. Now I know that Paris put a low bar. Sorry. This has been an extraordinary place, and I really am thankful to all their hard work. Now, I wanted to bring special attention to one more thing. There are some special guests tonight. What really meant a lot to me was 2 things. They're not trying to, like, hide away. They're just proud of me, and they didn't want to take away from this moment.
That's true, though. It's hard. It's hard to explain, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, C-Dog VA!
Pete wants to do the speeches, and he always does so many for me, and I thought, you know, I should help Pete out for once. Pete's always hyping me up. I wanted to give us a moment to shout out Pete so much. Let's show some love. Give me a round of applause to Pete.
That's very kind. Thank you so much.
Hello, I want to thank all the Europeans here to show Pete a true European night out. How much more fun than Americans we are. But also Ian as well. Ian as well. This guy stresses way too much about you guys. I would be like, you can figure it out. That would be great. Because so much about all of you, and this community is so special. And I want to say thank you to all of you for taking care of Pete and just showing him a good time and always being so nice. So really, a round of applause for you guys for taking care of Pete always.
That was a great speech. That was very kind. And then we have PremierCon speech 4.
I've heard the rumors. Some say, wow, short PremierTwo intro. Some would say, ooh, short Iron Mouse stream.
Boo, that's not.
What I see is the best goddamn community on all of Twitch.
That's pretty sick.
And I want to say, genuinely, no jokes, as Japanese would do, hontou ni arigatou gozaimasu.
That's true.
Thank you to everybody. PremierCon 3 is in the books, but you goddamn know we'll be back for PremierCon 4, and I hope to see you.
That's great. What a cool ending.
It's last call, so get your drinks in and let's end this shit right.
I like that one. I like that final speech. That was a good ending. We got one more thing right here. So these are in no particular order. These are also taken from Lexi, just a collection of some of the amazing photos. Great photo. You look like Pepe W. Like, I'm actually happy to be there. And you're like, this shit. And now we switch. I like that. That's a great one. That's a great photo. Now that is a photo. The Fella Artois photo. That's my face when I hear people going, Ian, Ian. Oh, that's a great shot. I think this is when he said, show those Europeans who's boss and screw the Americans. Look at me looking to God, hoping that it's all over soon. But wait, there's a little bit more. That was PremierCon. We're going to go over some of the toys and the things in a little bit. Here's another great photo from PremierCon of the team. Super awesome photo. Really, really like that one. That's the photo from my phone. Great picture right there. That's another team. There's the legends, Lick Nuke, Robert, CD, and there's me. After that, we decided to go to Amsterdam for the final day. And get ready, Dutch people. You already probably know it. Amsterdam sucks. It's really kind of disgustingly laid out in general. There's no food that's good really anywhere, and the whole place just stinks of weed. I was hoping this would not come up. There has been some debate. At PremierCon is the 3rd annual forehead measuring contest, from eyebrow follicle all the way up to forehead follicle. And as you can see, coming in first place was Teddy Bear 91 with an 86.3 centimeter, which is incredible. Then we've got Demented Space with 83.4 and then Shaft at 81.3. I can't believe I cracked the top 5 millimeters. Sorry. But mine did shrink. I was 80 last time. Now I'm 78. I find this very hard to believe that mine is 13 millimeters more than Ian's. God, I have a big forehead. I didn't know Ray had this. See, look, it's way too low already. One more thing to mention, I forgot to say that at the end of the night, not only did we measure the foreheads, we handed out the scarves, the staff ended up wanting me to sign 2 of the scarves, and they had taken a Polaroid so I could be on their wall of fame, which you can see in the back right there. They had no idea who I was, but I think that we were such good customers. By the end of the night, we had been kind enough and like supportive enough and cheerful careful enough that they were pretty pleased. That was a big part of the PremierCon, TwitchCon, all of that. But I was able to acquire some really cool extra things that people were kind enough to give to me. Not everything was able to make the trip. Let's go over some of the loot cave stuff. So there's the PremierCon badge from Stray U that says Rotterdam. This was my badge that I got that I put it with a Ghostbusters sticker that I bought in Tokyo that I really liked. This is the original PremierTwo badge with our sizes on it, and I've been carrying this around for years, but now I have the upgraded, the new and improved. Look at this thing. Ray's art is in Hound 3 crushed. Look at that. It's so sick. Now, Ray McCool deserves an honorary special mention because this guy brought some of the most incredible shit, but he made a PremierTwo chocolate that Yuki already ate. And on the back, it says, sorry. This was the best thing that England has ever given the world. These Tunnix milk chocolates. These are incredible. They also got smashed in my bag. They're molded, but they're not. They're cold and they're marshmallow chocolatey. These are featuring Nathan. Can't say I'm a huge fan of those. Now, Ray McCool also was kind enough to make some other stuff. We've got to make this an official merch. This hat is so fucking cool. Look at this. It says PremierTwo Tragical Streaming Action. Yes. Or perhaps you like the Terry Bogard version. That is so sick. Someone was kind enough to paint this for me and give it to me while I was in line. You better believe that's getting framed. From little Lazzy Lisa. Ian's got a matching penguin from Iceland. It's beautiful. This is a puffin indeed. My apologies. Quite possibly one of the most amazing things that Ian or I had ever seen. I want you to look at this. The High Ace special with PremierTwo, that's me, with the bike and the scarf and the jeggings hanging out. That is absolutely amazing. However, I wish I could say that it survived the plane ride fully intact. According to Ian and myself, we think it's been slightly improved. Oh no! What? This is fucking great. I think that's the lore accurate version. Look at this. There was about 300 of these coasters all around the PremierCon venue.
You goddamn know the Leroy King had to make a goddamn appearance.
There is another amazing thing I want to share with you guys really quick, but this is truly amazing. This is from Ray McCool, Monkey Island 2B, La Rudd's Revenge. That's fucking sick. That's amazing. That's most of the PremierCon journey. Oh, the signed Star Drop. It's there. Oh, you can't see it. It was already hanging up. From Fitz, we have a awesome star fruit from Stardew Valley, signed by everybody. Yeah, this one was carefully wrapped, carefully packed. Fitz outdid themselves. Barely got a chance to talk to them. This was a real prize. Thank you to everyone who chatted, who lurked, who was a part of the PremierCon or the TwitchCon or the European trip, all that fun stuff where we lived it. Have a good one, everybody. You guys were great, and I'll see you next time.